Excuse me. Okay. I'm going to try and record the summation of our venture to Quartzsite this season. And for whatever reason, sitting in a pile of cow shit and broken glass finally seems like on the highway with the noise finally seems like the appropriate place to sum it all up. Because honestly, sitting here on the edge of the highway with the traffic going by, surrounded by cow shit and broken glass, is a step up from what we have endured the last 3 months. And I have decided that I need to leave it in Arizona. I need to look at it as look at all I've overcome. Overcame? I don't know what the proper words are there. Because otherwise it would just break me. I have never been more disappointed. I have never worked harder, gotten less sleep, been more betrayed, more hurt, cried, dumbfounded, stupefied, mystified, my body is physically exhausted. My knees are giving out, my arms, rotator cuff, I can't I can't physically get any more out of my body than I already have. Emotionally distraught, dismayed, and spiritually, I guess spiritually is the only thing that I'm still hanging on to, because spiritually I'm broken. Spiritually I am beyond sad. And confused. But I guess there's that little glimmer of hope there that these are just lessons that I needed to learn. And valuable lessons. I've learned a lot of valuable lessons. Unfortunately, valuable lessons, it comes with a cost. Valuable lessons how to word this, how to word what I'm feeling. I'm grateful for the valuable lessons. I guess Spirit is listening. I think there's more valuable ways to learn some of these lessons. But this trip has tested both Kita and I to our absolute limits. And unless you've been pushed to that point, I don't know. I'm grateful that I haven't found the bottom of my tank. There have been numerous days that I just was burst into laughter through the tears, because it's like, I must be absolutely insane. This is the definition of insanity. And then you suck it up, wrap it up, try and get a couple hours of sleep, and the next day you get stabbed in the back or betrayed or unspeakable, horrible things. It wasn't just that there were no people, and trying to live on nothing, literally nothing. Is incredibly difficult. So it wasn't just that there was no people and no money. It was the betrayals and the being used and being taken advantage of, that really makes you want to break. And then you add in the wind and the weather, and the wind blows so hard, so constantly. You're just physically beat up, and you can't. Your lips are chapped, your nose is chapped, you can't go outside, and you're just praying that everything is still standing. Miraculously, I didn't lose any tents. But listening to the wind and the tarps and the noise from the interstate and the trucks coming down the hill, the semis coming down the hill 40 feet from your head 24 hours a day, and the semis with the plastic sides or whatever, and if the straps weren't, or the Jake brakes, and it was I don't know how many thousands of times I looked overhead to see, because I thought there was a fleet of helicopters flying over, and it's like that constantly. At DG, Tyson was better as far as the noise, but then you've got, I don't want to get into too many specifics, but I don't know, maybe I need to. Anyways, that is my attempt to leave this nightmare behind in Arizona. Hopefully I'll be in Utah tomorrow, but it's so hot. We'll see how far I make it.